Hello my crafty friends, it's Krista here from Second Chance Creation. Now I hope this is okay, the light, because we don't have power on one of our safety switches, so we're waiting for the electrician. So I just have my ceiling light on, so I think it's okay. So anyway, this is all about more envelopes. So various sizes, various widths, old ones, new ones, upcycled ones. We have lots of them, and believe it or not, these are the only 4 I have left now. I actually made a couple out of a paper bag. So let's get into it. I was just mucking around with an envelope and something like this, and I thought, I just want to do something different besides this, okay? So I played with it, and I like some of the insides. This is actually white, which is pretty cool. There was blues, really pretty blues and pinks, and I just wanted to do something different. Now I don't know whether someone's done it before, but this is just what I've been doing. And I've also been doing this a little bit before Christmas. And yes, so here we go. Here's one. And I've made this from my Mamigami paper. I did a like a masterboard, I suppose you could say. But the Mamigami paper I just ripped, and I actually stitched it together. Made like I look like a patchwork. And this was the one out of the brown Woolworths brown paper bag, because I'd run out of, I just wanted to do something different, so I thought I'll see if that'll work. So what I've done is I'm actually put a button on and a thread, and then this will get attached to a page, or you can use it as a tag, or you can paper clip it, clip it to a page, so that you will have then a journaling spot. And just open that up, and no, it's not a envelope. I've just made that flip there like that. As you can see, there's the envelope. This then is like a little tag, okay, and this actually has another envelope on the back, and I've just put a coffee dyed index card, and as you can see, there is the envelope. Okay, so that's just there. And then what happens is you just pop that under here. No, you pop it under here, and the tie is attached to the back, which is underneath this, and then you just wind that around a couple of times, and then you can attach it to a page. Okay, so that's the first style. And here is the other paper bag, okay, and here I've got some seam binding. Flip her open, and this one I've attached it so it just flips out, and I've popped a little pocket just on the back here, so lined it. No, because this was a brown paper bag, I didn't have to line it, apologies. And then again the front I used one of my faux wax seals, and a stamp, a doily, a little bit of burlap, and some linen. And again, these collage papers are from my book, where I've collaged all the papers because I wanted to use them. This one is an envelope, and this one, as you can see, it's got the collage papers. Again, a nice flat button. Open it up, and it opens up like this, okay? And here I've made a little tuck so I can pop something in there, maybe something like this, okay? And I need to punch out a circle to cover the piece where I've actually stitched the button on, and some washi tape just to strengthen a little bit, but I really like the inside, so I didn't bother covering it. So that just goes in there, that goes in there, and I used Tim Hull's stamp. This was a picture out of a magazine. I cut out a flower from a brown paper bag. This is a doily that's been coffee dyed, and I just cut out the memories from a magazine and individually. Oh, and here is some momigami paper just there. All right, so this is the collage page that I took out of my book. And here's another one. And this one I've kept so that this will be attached to a page. And then you can take this out. It's like a tag. And I've made a little tuck spot there. Here's the Woolies paper bag, I should say. Here's a nice little shabby one with the window, and I stitched around the window. This is from my book. I should call it master book or something. And this is the inside of the envelope. My little tuck spot from this tag. Popped a bit of paper in there. So as you can see, and then I just used some of the papers that I ended up cutting off and just sort of finish it off just to follow the theme of it. Okay. Popped a little bit of lace on, a bit of washi tape over the ribbon. And they're nice and flat, you know, so you can put them in a journal if you wish. And here's another one. Again, another window. Like this, and here I've just made like a little belly band, and just the inside of the envelope, washi tape, close her up. This one here came out of a children's book, so even children's books, you know, sometimes you get some really cool paper. Here's one, it's a nice vintage shabby one. Bit of lace trim. And this one comes apart, so you have this attached to the page of a journal. This was out of a magazine, and I just made that into a tuck and popped some bits and bobs in there. Left that as is, so you can see it is an envelope. And here's one of the collaged pages out of the book. Pop that in there. And of course the ribbon keeps it all in place. Bit of washi tape, and you can journal on, so you can actually, you know, put it on a page. Just let me have a look here what I've done here. Just bear with me. I've got some cotton tangled up here in my clip. I don't want to get tangled up. Okay, so that's that one. And another one, so you can see I have been a little bit busy, sort of. Again, you can take that out. Okay, this will be attached to the page or clipped to a page. I've made a little tuck spot here, put some writing paper in here, and then I cut some of the writing paper up and put sort of the flowers in the corner, because the little bird you could see on the other side, I sort of wanted to take the eye off that and just pop the flower on there. This is the momigami paper. This is wrapping paper. Now I've got to find it. I had it sitting here all morning. Here it is. So this is the wrapping paper, and I used the momigami method to make it feel like cloth. Like this. And then here's like a little lace sampler, and I used my 1.5 inch punch to cut the holes out, and I covered it with a bit of lace. and it folds out. And what I've done was I put some coffee dyed paper in there and sandwiched some lace on both sides, and you can actually journal on this. So it's quite a large journaling item. And then here I've made a little lace sampler card with some of the different laces. And again, look, maybe this was from the page of the collage book, and I kept that. You never know, it might be a place where they made all the laces, you know. I just like that photo. But you can journal just on here as well, okay? Or you can use to cut some lace off and use it in your journal. This comes like that. But look at this pretty button, isn't that cool? And what I did was I used a bit of permanent ink just to highlight some of the white in there. It just goes in here like that. This one I think was my first one I made, and I wanted to make it so that it's on a page. So it's on a page, and then you can got another flip on the back, but I'll show you. So this is it's got the window one, but I've actually popped a tag in there, and then you can see that with a little pocket on the back, and I reckon that looks really cool in there. Tim Health, a little doily cluster, a little bit of lace. Then on the back I've made a invisible little pocket from packaging, clear packaging. And so if you wanted to put that on the page, this is the other side of the page, and then you can just clip it together and it'll be another tuck spot. So I've popped that, yep, it's a paper clip just there. I reckon it looks pretty cool. And here's another one. Now these are, some of these will probably be available in my Etsy store, and they will be sold individually. You have made a little corner tuck, just a bit of ephemera, kept the pink, just put a vintage lady sticker on there just so that she peeks through the window, a bit of lace trim, and again the envelope on the back. This one is one of my little favourites. This is a really little cute little soft colour shabby style one. I used a beautiful applique, and I used the inside of the envelope, which was a blue, on the outside. Now how did I do that? Oh, this one opens this way, and I used a paper pad here, had a bit left. You made a nice little another collage tag there, had a bit of that trim left, so I popped that on the top. Bit of Mumigami paper here, just goes in here. So I have put some Mumigami paper here and some Mumigami paper just on the bottom just to follow it through, and it's on the top as well here. Then I've made some small ones. I thought, right, I'll make something different. Let's do a double fold. And that sort of opens up. It has a belly band, so you can pop something in there, okay? And then it opens up. And it has, oh, be a good idea if I undid it properly. And it has some really cool papers from my eco dyeing in there. And that goes like this, and like this. And then we can go like that if you like. Either way, it doesn't matter. As long as you remember you go clockwise, yes. And then anti-clockwise if you wish. And you can journal on this, and I'll just show you. So you can put this on any page. Like that, okay, because this is a smaller version, okay, and The others, they're not too bad. They still fit in here as well. Okay, the same with this one. They still fit in there as well. So you can clip them if you wish. Okay, or you can glue them onto the page. And then I've made a couple of really small envelopes, grungy. So I have a paper clip that I coloured with some alcohol ink. Excuse me, used a doily trim, bit of dressmaking tissue paper. This came out of a men's shirt with the buttons. I've popped that on there. And this is just an envelope. As you can see, it's a very, very old envelope, so you can pop something in there. And then I've made another envelope. I think this was a brand, oh yeah, it's a different one. And really, this was actually all an accident, but I used this ink, Distress ink, and it's called Peacock Feathers. Okay, and I've used it on here because I had a little bit of lace trim that had the blue in it. And then I had that open, forgot to close it, popped a photo on there, and look. Oh dear. Okay, so here I've popped her on, covered her with a tea bag. This here is like packaging. Okay. Snippets of doilies. And of course this was a Miller's top, but not anymore. And then I hand stitched, and I made like a, you know, untidy type bow on there. And this was a trim of a collar, and I took it apart. It was very dainty, but I left all the stringy bits. That's that one. So that's what that is. So I will probably, these are, I think some of these will be going in a swap. I think I need 4, and the rest will be going into my Etsy store. So look out for that. And now I'll just pop them on here. Now, in regard to why I have been absent before Christmas, I was quite ill. Hubby and I both contracted COVID. Hubby first, and then me the day later. And no tell of a lie, we could not get out of bed. Our legs wouldn't move, our body wouldn't move. Our friends cooked dinners for us because there's no way I could get about and cook and do all that sort of stuff. And it started on the 18th of December, and this week is probably my first week where I'm feeling okay, still tired. I lost my sense of smell, and I only got that back last weekend. So yeah, so there was no way. And when I did feel okay, I'd come in and do a little bit of crafting, but it might only be for an hour. So yeah, so that's why I have been absent before Christmas, because I couldn't do any Christmas wishes here on my channel to everyone, and Happy New Year. We had lots of plans for my birthday, Christmas and New Year, but that all just sort of flew out the window. So, but we're back on the road to recovery, but it's going to take a bit of time. So I haven't been making journals, I've just been making lots of ephemera. So yeah, so these envelopes are pretty cool. I like them. I really enjoyed making this. I've used them all up, so I've only got like 4 or 5 left, and then I'll be using Woolworths paper bags. So look out for them in my Etsy store, and they'll probably go in next week sometime. And until then, you know what you got to do. Happy crafting, or like me, just chilling. Bye for now.